when you think of even the name of this service, the bridegroom service, and then you have the hymn of the bridal chamber, it gives you the image of love and intimacy. But in our brokenness, we don't seem to have that burning love. I recall the two men on the road to Emmaus as they were walking with each other, downhearted, brokenhearted, depressed, hoping that Jesus was the one to redeem Israel. And then all of a sudden, the resurrected Christ joins them in their walk. And they talk. He opens up the scriptures to them. And then they urge him to, he was about to go, and they said, no, stay with us. And so he stayed, and in a very profound image of the Eucharist, he broke the bread, gave thanks, and gave it to them, and then disappeared. And it was that time they recognized him with that image of the Eucharist. And they said to one another, didn't our hearts burn within us when he spoke to us? When he opened up the scriptures to us? Did not our hearts burn within us? Poor man that I am, I have not yet managed to find this kind of love with the Lord our God. And I think all of us struggle with that. Where is that burning love for the Lord? Why do our hearts not burn for him? That divine eros love. I think it's because we're preoccupied with the things of this world. We make idols out of the things of this world. We say we love God, but our actions and our thoughts betray us. I think of the noble Joseph. In today's service, they made inferences to the noble Joseph of the Old Testament. This young man was severely treated in an unjust way, not once, but twice. And I mean severely unjust. And yet, he had the composure to trust God. He had that burning love. He knew that even though things couldn't have been worse, his brothers sell him. He was, they threw him in a ditch, and he was sold and sent to Egypt as a slave. And he becomes, because of his love, he's raised up in Egypt, and he becomes something great. And then the wife of Potiphar tries to seduce him, and he wants no part of that. And because she was a woman shunned, she accuses him of making advances to her. And once again, he's thrown into prison. He's treated unjustly, yet he kept his composure. It is so easy for us to not keep our composure, and yet we say we love the Lord. I don't think so. I think it would be helpful for us to say, I don't love the Lord. Okay, fine. Let's start there. Lord, I'm having trouble loving you. I don't have that divine eros. I think if we are honest with him, he can do something with us. And so I would ask that you live a life of repentance. Sure, go to as many services as you can. Fast as much as you can. Confess. Even receive divine Holy Communion as often as you can. But I got to tell you, if you are receiving communion in a casual way, not prepared way, it does nothing. As a matter of fact, it may even be harmful to you. If you're going to receive that intimate moment with the Lord, there is nothing more intimate than receiving his body and blood. You've got to be prepared. At least try. At least say, Lord, I have not managed to even prepare myself for this. at least use that language. It is then, when he hears that, he can do something with you. Then, don't underestimate what you can become, a lover. God bless you tonight.